Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel today. And before we get started, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so if you haven't heard, Enchantix in Royale High sadly will be leaving. This is not a drill. For anyone who has been living under a rock that plays Royale High or just doesn't keep up with updates or anything on any social media, it's leaving. So in this video, for people who haven't really been keeping up with the news about Royale High, I am going to be telling you why it is leaving. Okay, so first of all, it is leaving because it is one of literally the oldest areas in Royale High, and it was built in I think 2017, maybe 2016, and it was actually a rework for an older realm. Most of you guys probably don't even remember that. I wasn't even around then, and I wasn't even playing Roblox until literally 2020. So yeah, but Enchantix is still special to me because it actually was the first place I played Royale High in. I didn't really know how to navigate all the other campuses, so I just played that. And I actually did get a lot of diamonds from that, so, yeah. And another reason why it's leaving is, because when they were building it, they were just building for fun, and, they used a lot of Roblox, toolbox items. If you don't know what that is, in Roblox Studio, there's a thing on the side that says Roblox Toolbox, and when you click on it, there's a whole bunch of stuff to use that were made by other people. And they added a lot of that stuff to their game, and they want more of that stuff to be made by them. They didn't even know how to build or anything back then, and it was mostly made by other people, so they didn't even make most of the stuff. But I mean, for new builders at that time, it was really cool and exciting. But now, it's just anyone could make a game like that now in 2023 in literally a day or two. That's how much Roblox has changed. And I mean, I think it's a good thing they're deleting. I'm not saying Enchantix is bad, but I think it's kind of a good thing that they're deleting it, because there honestly needs to be a lot of new areas in Royale High. We've had the same items for literally years. The last time we got something new was in 2019 when Sunset Island came, and that was cool. And I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying that it would be nice to have more new stuff. Yeah, and also, yeah, but anyway, it's just so old. And if you go into the game, I know you're probably watching the farming footage that I recorded of me just getting diamonds in Enchantix. As you can see, as I get diamonds and stuff, there's a lot of stuff in the dorms that are missing. That's because the game is so old and broken that it can't even load stuff in, because that's how old the items are. And it's really sad, to be honest, but I think it's it just needs to go. It's not working anymore. They really, and also, if you haven't heard, copyright reasons, if you don't know, Enchantix or Winx or whatever, it's a show that was popular back in the early 2000s or whatever. I didn't watch it as a kid, but I know a lot of people who did. And it was really inspired by that, and it's basically it was yeah, but it actually came from most of the Winx show, and they didn't have copyright permissions back then, so they just basically used it without permission or anything. I mean, they were building for fun, so you can't really blame them. But nowadays that the game is more big and built by really big creators, they can't have that in their game, because that's going to cause a lot of copyright issues if they don't delete it. But yeah, so it's also because of copyright reasons, and they didn't know back then. Honestly, you can't really blame them. So yeah. And also, this is kind of random, but if you're watching this video, a few minutes in, I did encounter a glitch. I was farming, like that little mermaid pool area where all the shells are and you can like collect diamonds, and then there's like a whole bunch of areas that you can swim in. Yeah, it actually started teleporting me. It was weird. Just keep watching the video if you want to see that. I'm gonna try to put a timestamp for that in the comments if you do want to go see it. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is, it's really sad, but the game is just so old where it won't work anymore, and it has so many issues. And yeah, it's had its time. It needs to go. I know it's really sad, but this is how games work. You make something old and then you build something new. So yeah. And then, this is kind of random, but also, another realm is leaving us. Fantasia's leaving. You know that, like, hotel area, on the map? Yeah, it's leaving. But, yeah, Fantasia pretty much has all the same issues with Enchantix, other than copyright. They were just building for fun back then. They didn't really know. And if you go in there, there's a whole lot of, like, items that are starting to leave, and it's really sad. Like, honestly, it is so sad. I get sad even thinking about this, because I basically grew up with all these realms. Like, this was, like, when I was a baby Roblox player, like, that sounds so cringy, but when I just started playing Roblox, when I was a little baby, I played a lot of Enchantix. I did go to Fantasia a lot, and I didn't start playing the classic realms, like, the schools, until I had played for, like, a month or two. So it actually took me a while to get there, and yeah. And also, if you're wondering, I don't know if the classic campus is leaving. I'm not talking about campus 2, I'm talking about the campus that was built before that, right after Enchantix and Fantasia. I think that may leave, actually. I know a lot of people haven't really spoken about that, but I really do think it's gonna leave, because, like, I don't know, it was built in, like, 2017, and I think it's just a little bit outdated. So, like, I think that may go also, so I think we're gonna have 3 realms that are leaving. Like, yeah, I know a lot of people don't really talk about the classic campus leaving, because, like, I don't know, but, no one really talks about that, and I feel like people need to start talking about it more, because it was built literally, let me think, so 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018, it's 6 years old, and I really do think it may leave, because if it was built in 2017, that is really outdated for the game, because things are just starting to get more advanced with Royale High, and, like, things from 2017 are gonna go, because they're just so outdated. Like, when it was built, like, when that school was built, they had just started learning how to build their own stuff. Like, yeah, maybe a few things here and there were from the toolbox or whatever, but, like, they were still, like, just starting to, like, create their own stuff. And this was really, like, a point in Royale High where people started to play it. And yeah, so I think that we're gonna have 3 realms leaving. I know a lot of people are saying there's gonna be 2, but I really do think that the classic campus one is gonna leave. So yeah, and then Sunset Island, I think Sunset Island's fine. Either that or it'll get a rework, because it was only built a few years ago in 2019. I think anything that was, like, built in 2017, maybe 2018 is gonna leave. I think that some of the old items are gonna go also, but I think most of them are actually gonna get a rework, so that's pretty good. But, yeah, so I know it may be really sad for you guys that these realms are leaving, but we can't hold on to the past forever. Like, yeah, it'd be nice if Enchantix could still stay and watch the game kind of grow, but it's just been around for so long where nothing's gonna work in that game, guys. You gotta understand. But this is for the good of the game. Like, they're just doing it for good. Like, the thing is with games, you can't have something that's really old in it, because no one, like, wants to see the old stuff. Like, I know everyone loves Enchantix and all, but, like, it's just, like, it's best that it, like, go away, because the items in there are just so old where things just aren't working. Like, it just teleports you weird places sometimes. Like, and like stuff disappears and like it's crazy and like you can get like trapped and stuff. Like honestly, the game just isn't how it was like 5-6 years ago. Like, yeah. But yeah, I really do think that's all I have to say. Sorry if this video was a little cringe. I do feel really sad about this, so like yeah. But yeah, I will see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.